This time on Boner Revivals, we head out to the local junkyard to find some parts for some project cars, and we have a daily to revive, so let's get to the yard and find some parts. Just came out to fire the crew cab up, and what's missing? Oh, the door lock. Where was it? It was laying over here in the driveway. We're off to a blazing start. It's always the randomest stuff, like how... Did the clip fail, I guess? Well, made it down to the yard. It's raining. The weather app told me it wasn't supposed to, and then Kira told me profusely that it was supposed to, and... Well,
I had 3 weather apps say that it was supposed to, and his
right.
one said no.
And she was right. Who would have guessed? Saw this horse trailer last week and was thinking if we could rob some stuff for our trailer. Although the harness is here, she's about hammered. So, because we really need the safety pole, the battery box and the battery. And, well, I don't think this one's going to be the answer. Lots of old equipment too. There's an Alice Chalmers. I think it's the WD-45 right there. There's Massey there. A couple formal H's around. There's another WD Alice. Unfortunately, no formal parts old enough that we need. Yeah. You look great with your little umbrella.
I always look great.
Well, you got the 7-way plug here on this gooseneck camper. I'll probably end up stealing that. In case you're wondering about water intrusion, as you can see there's some water up on it, but everything inside the drawers stays dry. Oh, someone beat me to this one too. Dang it. Remember, y'all, do it for Dale. And probably the find of the day is this Pontiac right here. So it's a Grand Prix, what is it, the GPTXs or whatever they were. But this is why it's awesome. That's an LS. It's got a 5.3 in it. I mean, a front wheel drive LS car is just kind of sweet. I kind of want it, honestly. Do you want to just LS swap our GTP? Because I mean, it's pretty much the same car. Oh, look at them nice leather seats. She's no 6, so, you know, she's the TRP shift. The traction control button. I mean, this thing probably scooted. So, this is the car that we robbed the interior out of when we were here the other week. Huh, there's no seats. What do you think happened to them?
I think you
took them? Yeah.
took them and didn't install them.
That's accurate. Now the question is, do I want the door panels? Because honestly, if you take the door panels, you kind of need to take all of it, and I don't, like, you have to take the moldings too to make it all color match, then the dashes and color match. So I think I'm just gonna live with it not being correct. I don't know how I feel about it. I should take this though, so I can actually make a match in my car. You ever notice that? The one on this side is half white, half red in my Buick, and then that one's full red. She's never noticed. Kira's looking for Marco lights off of a GTP up there, but what's over here? Oh, 3/4 ton Dodge. And you bet it has the bigger fuel tank. And let's pull this guy out. I'm curious to see what we're gonna... Oh, good Lord. Wow. What on earth is that? What was that, at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean? Oh, let me bring it in for you guys. Look at this. We do have some things that we have to figure out and resort out, starting with this. This is that filler neck. The inside of it rotted out, so it looks like that. So that's junk. The only thing it seems that I can find to get my hands on is the new sending unit. But I got thinking, and I'm wondering if there's a better solution for now. I wonder if I could get away with making this tank work in the truck until I can track down all the right stuff for that. So the question is, do I go through the effort of pulling it for the fuel sending unit just to probably not get the fuel sending unit out? If I do get the fuel sending unit out, well then, hip hip hooray. I guess it's worth a shot. What other options do I have? Not gonna believe it, but the damn nuts came off. Oh, good heavens. Come here, fuel tank. Come here. Get over here. We got it. It's time to go. Oh, God, man. This is good. I love rusty junk. How does this one look? It's gonna be funny when I did this for nothing, but let's pull it out and see what it looks like. It's obviously the same tank, which is the first time I've actually seen the same style tank. The good news is, so far, is that this one already looks as bad and as crusty as the last one we pulled out. Because if I can get a hole in it, delicately get a hole in it is the key. Because the tank's junk. That's what I think. I'm gonna attempt to do that instead of pulling those screws. Everybody's thinking, oh, why did you just take the fuel tank? Because I don't feel like carrying it. I'm sure you don't feel like carrying it either, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, see? Okay. I can't say this is a first. I don't think I've ever hammered out a fuel sending unit out of a plastic tank with it. There it is. For the truth, is it worth? It's better than what we got. The float's actually intact. Yeah, it's actually not horrible. I think from it getting sat down and crushed, this end got beat up, but I think we can actually use that and make it work. So that arguably might be the biggest score of the day, considering that that's like a $80 to $100 ordeal. Otherwise, check out this D100. This one's been here, but it got shuffled around. Someone robbed the rear axle out of it. I had a set of Kragers on it at one point. If I have a photo of it from before, I'll send it to you. But oh yeah, 2-barrel. She had the chrome valve covers on her. I bet you it was a cool looking truck back in the day. Monte Carlo here. G-body Monte. Whoa. Yeah. About as terrible as you'd expect. Nothing left. Cool that it's here though. Rolling on out of the junkyard here. I think all in all had a decent day. Didn't get everything that we wanted, and I lost a screwdriver. Turns out when you're looking for a map sensor on a 3.8 liter GM V6, that they made like 6 different ones, and you have to go off the very specific part number. And on car number what? Legitimately probably 15. We finally found the right one, so maybe that'll fix that issue. Really kind of bummed out that we struck out on the trailer stuff. There was a trailer there that had a set of ramps, but they were kind of weird, and honestly, they were like heavy. They were like 12 to 14 inches wide and just heavy, and I just really didn't feel like those were the ones that I wanted for our trailer. Back with our scores from the yard. This car has been missing this cover since I bought it, so, you know, I finally have one of them. I bought the other grill for it too. It's color matched. I like this black one, but the emblem came off a while ago, so I figured just whatever, buy it. Score of the day out of the entire deal was probably this fuel sending unit. If we can clean her up and make it work in that tank, that'd be wonderful. We're gonna have a hard time getting those screws out, I'll tell you that. But that's huge just to get this back. The float's in good shape, so out of the 2 that we have, well, technically out of the 3 that we have, we can make one good one, but I needed the right size one for that 20+ gallon tank. And then also our 7-way plug that's gonna go on our trailer. And then last but not least, I did end up buying a wheel for this car. This car has not had a matching set of wheels on it in probably 2 years now. There used to be a set of 4 of these on this car, and the car looks stellar. I'll show a photo of it now. Back in her prime. So I threw these two on the front because it's what I had laying around, and then one thing happens after another, and the next thing you know, they're on the car for 2 years. These aren't the wheels and tires that I necessarily want on it. I actually wanted to get another set of Pontiac wheels. That way we have it for this car and the Grand Prix, because we're most likely to hang on to the Grand Prix longer than we're going to hang on to this Buick here. But it's tough because I've owned this car for 8 years now. But yeah, I literally owned this car and since I was a senior in high school, and this was always just such a good car. And it's why I could never justify getting rid of it. It always was reliable. And the only thing that I really ever had to do to it that was major was it popped the head gasket, but that was my fault because it started out as a radiator leak, and then eventually I just kept driving it because I didn't have anything else to drive, and we cooked her. But put a set of head gaskets on, and that was right around the time we moved in here, and you know, we did it in this shop. So that was some 3-odd plus years ago, and I don't know, this car's just found a way to hang around, and every time it sits for a couple months and I go, I really don't need it because I run the snot out of all my other old stuff, when I just need to run down the highway for work or something, this car's just there, and this car just does it. So I might as well put some money back into it. And the whole reason why, you know, we're putting time back into this is because we unfortunately lost a soldier. If you remember, Kira had that 2012 Volkswagen Jetta that unfortunately got loaned to somebody and it got wrecked. That kind of sucked because I bought the Pontiac for me to be a good daily, and now Kira's driving my car. So I guess I'll put some time and try to invest it in getting this thing back up on her feet. And, you know, I'll run this car in the meantime while I'm trying to find Kira something else. And then this car is probably just going to be a backup. That's one thing that I've learned with when you have old piles of junk like I do. I stack cars intentionally, so if something ever happens, you know, it's not a big deal. The old lady's always going to have something to drive that'll hopefully get her to work and back safely. And then I'll drive the sketchiest thing out there, and you know, my standards are, you know, just above the concrete floor here. So but next couple of weeks here, in the next couple of videos, we're probably gonna be spending some time getting this car back together, and you guys will see that here on the channel. And is it our trivial content to work on stuff like this? No, but I feel like this car's earned it because I've owned it for 8 years now, and it's always been in the background. So to do some upgrades on it here would be sweet. So you guys will start seeing some of that content pour in over the next couple of weeks here.